Hi everyone, it's Gareth Hughes here again, and today I wanted to talk to you about 5 sales questions that are working well for me, things that I've learned, and if you are not asking at least a few of these at the top of your sales meeting, then they are costing you sales. So, welcome back. So the first sales question I'm going to run you through is really easy. What you're going to remember though is when you're asking these questions while your prospect is talking, you need to be writing. And your prospect needs to be talking 80, 90% of the time. If you're doing all the talking, you are not going to make a sale. So here's your first one. It's very simple. What motivated you to meet with me today? Simple, right? And while they're talking, you're writing. This is what I like to call the why am I here question. What am I doing in this room? Now, hopefully you want them to say something like, well, I think you're the answer to all my prayers, in which case you're all set. But if there's something more nuanced, there's something specific that they want to cover, you can say, yeah, absolutely, we can cover that while you're writing down. So there's your first one. What motivated you to meet with me here today? That's the why am I here question. Here's your second one. Again, really simple. Get your pad out and start writing what your prospect says. What is the ideal outcome for you here today? What do you want to achieve from this meeting? Really simple. While your prospect is talking, you're writing. And hopefully you can get some extra questions in there. Something like, why that specifically? Or what would that mean to your business? What would it mean if we had that outcome here today? So get writing. But again, you're not talking, your prospect is talking. So there's your second one. What's your ideal outcome today? So here comes your third one. Again, really simple. And what I like to do with this one is to have a whiteboard behind me or a pad up on the wall, and I will just draw a line. And on that line, I want to chart where the prospect is now and where they want to be. So that's your next question. Where are you today? And where do you want to be in the future? And draw a line, make it visual for them. And hopefully they'll give you some nice figures or some facts of where they want to be in 3 years, 5 years time. The reason why I draw the line like that is just because it's very visual, appeals to the visual people. People like something tangible to look at. But the other thing is, I want to try and position my product as the bridge from where they are now to where they want to be. And my product fits in right in the middle like a bridge. That's why I like to draw the line. So where are you now and where do you want to be in the future? There's your third question. Once they've answered that question, and hopefully you've gathered a lot of information about this anyway, but once they've answered that question, you can hit them with this, which is, what is the barrier to you achieving this right now? What is the barrier to you achieving this right now? What they're going to do, hopefully, is give you some problems that they've encountered with using other people in your industry. So they're going to give you some, maybe they've had a bad experience or they tried something and it didn't work. And that's brilliant. Because what you can do is you can say, yeah, I found that as well, which is why I do X, Y, and Z. So what is the barrier to you achieving that outcome is a great question to ask in any sales meeting, and that's your fourth question. Now, the last question is my favorite of them all because it really positions you in front of your prospect as the person they want to be talking to you. So this is what you say. If this meeting accomplished everything you could hope for, what would that look like? Fabulous question. And get ready to get writing because they will tell you their absolute gold-plated solution. And that's where your product or service fits right in. So if you're asking them what their ideal outcome from this meeting is today, you're halfway there because your position, like the bridge question, your service or product fits right in the middle. It's a fabulous question to ask. Just try it. If we could accomplish everything that you could hope for, what would that look like? Fabulous question. As with all these questions, so I've given you 5 questions there to ask, and all my clients know this as well. Practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So make sure you're practicing these questions to anyone you can, really, to your colleagues, to your family, everything, to your colleagues, to your family, anyone you can get a hold of. Because the more experience you can get, the more natural you can get these questions, the better. You want them to flow really easily in the sales meeting. So you want to be able to naturally progress from one to the other, and your product or service then just becomes the natural conclusion. So I hope you enjoyed that. What I want you to do is drop a comment below. Make sure you hit subscribe and turn on make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the notifications bell as well. You'll get notified when all my videos get uploaded. But comment below and let me know your thoughts on these sales questions. If you have any other sales questions that work really well for you, pop them below.